Hey YouTube, it's Stewart here from the Haydon family YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to look at how we do our budgeting to be able to buy Mia the best toys and products we can with the money we've got available. Now, we're a typical working family where money isn't exactly free flowing, but we do our best to be able to buy the best that we can for Mia, and we think that budgeting is the key. So if this sounds like something that you're interested in, sit back, relax, hit that subscribe button, and let's get into it. Just before we get further into it, for those of you new to the channel, the Haydon Family YouTube channel is about providing product and toy reviews for those of us on a budget. Now, we believe in quality over quantity. So we release videos where we think we've got a good story to tell, a good product to review. So if this sounds like something you're interested in, please hit that subscribe button. Also, if this video is of any good to you, please hit that like button. And any comments, we will look to come back to you ASAP. Now, let's get into it. So budgeting. Our first priority is pay the bills first. So we're a typical family who have typical bills. Mortgages, rent, cars, phones, utility bills like gas, electric, water, so on and so on and so on. These are our priority. We have to pay these bills first before we can spend anything on treats for Mia or anything else. To help with this, we began by moving our direct debits to just after payday. So I typically get paid on the 25th of the month. We moved all the direct debits sort of around 25th, 26th, 27th. This meant that come the beginning of the new calendar month, we would have paid out all our direct debits. So we knew within sort of 5 or 6 days that all the bills were paid and everything left over was ours. Next up is to plan for this month and future months. So what do I mean by this? So a typical month, you might be going for dinner with family or friends later on. So you need to put some money aside for that. I don't know, typically 50, 60, 70, 80 pounds, however much your dinner bill is. Or in a couple of months' time, you might have a vacation coming or a holiday. And again, you need to save for this. One day, me and Em would like to take Mia to Florida. For that, we will have a long-term savings plan, probably over a couple of 3 years, and put aside money each month. So have a look what you've coming up in the short term, medium term, and long term, and put money aside to reach your goal of paying for whatever it is that you're going to pay for. Next up, allow for maintenance and breakages. What do I mean by this? Well, if you're anything like us, we are constantly having stuff break. Whether that's something to do with the car, whether that's a problem in the house, maybe like a leaky radiator, a dripping tap, broken floorboard, whatever it may be. Or even silly little things like the lawnmower breaks or your drill or whatever. We know that this is going to happen. I suppose we're a little bit naive before we got that little bit older and just expected everything to be okay, but it's not. Things break and things need to be paid for. When you're younger, your parents do it. When you're older, you are the parent and you have to do it yourself. So we factor that in. Everything that we do, keep some money to one side as a little buffer, if you like, to allow for any breakages or anything like that. Then next up, we've got savings. So myself and Em have got a joint savings account, and we've both got our individual savings account. We put money into this for a couple of different reasons. One day, it might be nice to retire. It'll probably never happen. But one day, it's nice to retire. But also, we want to be able to have money to make improvements to our lives. So we might want to move house. We might want a new car. We might want to go on a long weekend break. Might want a new kitchen in the house. Whatever it is, we need money to do that. And we're not a fan of borrowing what we haven't got. So we don't like to put things on finance if we can help it. We also don't like to take loans out for things, again, if we can help it. Obviously, things happen and that plan has to change. But typically, we like to save for what we want and then buy it outright, so we haven't got the future payments coming out. So if we wanted that new set of windows, as exciting as it may be, in the dining room, we will save for it first and then pay for it when we're ready. So we're not buying it first and then borrowing the money and then having to pay it back. It's just the way that we do it. It works best for us in terms of our budgeting for Mia and being able to buy her toys and products. Other people might do it differently, but that's one for us. We don't buy what we haven't got unless we can help it. And then by following these stages, what's left over for us is what we can use to treat Mia. Now, we do pay into a savings account for her as well, but that's separate to what we have left. So that's for something, I think I've set up an ISA for her, which she can't use until she's 18. My wife, Em, has done the same kind of savings account as well. So when she's 18, she should be able to have some money. But we take that out before this. This is what's left, is to treat her, because she's a good girl and we want to give her the best that we can. So what's left over is to buy her some toys or some products, maybe if she needs them. For example, she might at times need to new stroller or change a car seat, although that's not happened very often. It's something that has happened before, so we did have to budget for it. So we follow the stages that I've mentioned through this video, and what we have left over is then left to treat Mia. These figures can change month to month depending on what we've got going out and what we've got coming up, but where we can, we do like to buy her at least one thing every month. Like I say, she's a good girl and she deserves it. So we follow these stages and it works for us. I'm not necessarily saying it will work for you, but this is what we do. It works for us and we have money left each month for Mia. Like I said, we're a typical working family. We haven't got millions of pounds in the bank. We spend what we can, but we make sure all the bills go out first and we make sure everything's sorted first. And then anything left over is on Mia. Obviously, we're not the kind of couple that actually spends any money on ourselves ever. It's bills, savings, then Mia. She's where we want to spend our money. So we follow this sort of guide for budgeting and it works for us. Like I say, we're a working family and every penny matters to us. So we work hard and we save hard and we try and spend wisely so we can get Mia the good stuff in life, or as best as we can anyway. So that's it. That's our guide. Thank you very much for watching. We do hope that it helps you. Like I said, it's just what works for us. Everybody's going to be different, but it works for us. So it's just some of the points that we would like to cover to perhaps give you some tips. If you have any comments, please let us know and we will try and come back to you and try and answer any questions that you may have. And in the meantime, we hope you have a good day, and please have a explore around the rest of the channel and you can have a look at some of the toys and products we've been managed to purchase by following these budgeting guides. But in the meantime, have a good one.